Alrighty then guys, and a very warm welcome to this Shakes and Fidget video and the answer for the question, when should you start to upgrade the gem mine? So as you should know, you need the gem mine at level 10 to get access to the underworld. Without that, it's not possible to get the underworld. The underworld is needed because you have some important buildings which give you benefits, such as gold pit, which gives you gold over time. Adventure Magic, which keeps thirst you couldn't play, and Gladiator Trainer, which improves your critical hit damage bonus by 5% per level. So all the other buildings of the underworld are just connected to the underworld, but those three buildings are really important for your char. So that's the reason you need to upgrade the gem mine. Yeah, and on world 60, I'm gonna show you when I recommend you to upgrade the gem mine. So basically, the first thing you need to get is the fortress to level 10. So even if you're a free-to-play player or pay-to-win player, you always have to consider that you need the fortress at level 10 at least. So you should focus on that. Hall of Knights is important for the guild, so it depends what the guild says. If the guild says you need a specific Hall of Knights level, of course you have to focus about this as well, but Hall of Knight takes a lot of resources. So you have to get your attacks gun, you have to play part protection, you have to maybe get a fortress buddy to get a lot of resources in a short of time. And yet again, it's like important that you don't just mine upgrade the gem mine pretty fast, because a lower gem mine level gives you the opportunity to find more gems easily. So if you are like at level 80, 90, 100, you can get more gems by having a gem mine on a low level. The gems are, or the value of the gems is connected to the gem mine level, that's right, but it's more connected to your own level and the Hall of Knight. So your own level makes the best effort for getting some better gems. So if I search a gem right now, it's a small gem, but it's 149. So it's better than some regular gems I found before. Yeah, and it doesn't cost that many mushrooms and resources. So if you're a mushroom user, you shouldn't upgrade your gem mine above level 3 until you're able, first of all, to get all the resources you need for level 10. So you can find in a list how many resources do you need to get fortress on level 10 and the gem mine on level 10. So you need to plan with all those resources. The list is connected in the video description. And for example, there are some dungeons. As mushroom user, it's recommended, especially there are dungeons which will be set free until you reach some circumstances, like Shadow World on 140 and Twister on 150. So if you're a mushroom user, you should actually plan to get the gem mine at level 10 and find the Heart of Underworld. So after you get the gem mine at level 10, you need still more resources to find the Heart of Underworld. Sometimes you need like 10 tries. It's like 3,000 stones and like almost 10,000 wood which you need. So be aware of this. But it's really recommended that you plan to get it after you reached at least level 150. Why is it the case? Of course, you will beat some dungeons without the Heart of Underworld, but you will get fast to a point where it's really needed to have the Gladiator Trainer. So if you are above level 150 and you set up the Heart of Underworld in the gem mine level 10, and you can get access to the underworld, and then you can get special packages which gives you a lot of souls, so you can easily skip your Gladiator Trainer between level 5 or level 8. I mean, at level 150 you get the first package, at level 120 with souls, and then you get the second package by being over 150 with more souls. So you can get Gladiator Trainer to level 7 at least, which means 35% more critical hit damage, which leads to way more dungeons you can beat. So people who plan to get from level 130 fast to level 200 or above need the gladiator trainer, especially. Yeah, and if you're free to play, you actually can just try to get your fortress and your gem mine on the same level. This is possible, but still you need to consider that finding gems will cost more resources and more time. So even as free-to-play player, I would recommend you to not get the gem mine level that high that fast. Yeah. So first you have to focus on Fortress 10 and maybe Hall of Night because of your guild, and then you actually can plan to get to gem mine level 10. I think that will lead that you automatically will need more time to go through. I mean, if you play your thirst every day, you get your gold and you get your skills done, and maybe you find a new item, you will be able to beat some dungeons as well. So if you are free-to-play player and didn't beat the first 90 dungeons yet, you shouldn't haste to go to the gem mine. So if you beat the first 90 dungeons, then you can plan to go to gem mine level 10 and find the access Heart of Underworld. That's actually what I recommend you, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So people who have a lot of time can get a lot of resources in the fortress. So maybe you're even faster with resources than with your dungeons. But still, it's actually needed to get at least 90 dungeons done and get above level 120 because you unlock the tower. And if you unlock the tower, you will automatically have all the other stuff here. And so even as free-to-play player, you can get the underworld pretty fast and then just collect souls in the underworld to upgrade all the buildings. Yeah, that's why. So if you're like level 200 and you didn't upgrade the gem mine, that will be a mistake. But if you're like level 100 and upgraded the gem mine to level 9, that's actually not smart as well. A free-to-play player costs a lot of time and resources. Pay-to-win player needs a lot of resources and mushrooms. Yeah, that's why I think in general, between level 120 and 150, you can plan to upgrade the gem mine at least on level 10 to find the Heart of Underworld, to get all the favors which are needed. So if you have any questions, feel free to write them down in comments. So I found this Christmas epic, which is quite nice, and I will just try to upgrade a little bit more. Yeah, let's beat some more dungeons here. So we will be able to unlock the Shadow World. But Shadow World, yeah. Let's see. First keys again. I think we're not strong enough to beat that guy already. So even the Shadow World is just is not interesting after you have to reach like 160 or 70 as mushroom user. As free-to-play player, maybe even a little bit higher. But the Shadow World is pretty nice because or the tower as well, because you can put your items on the comrades. Yeah, that's why it's recommended. And I will just focus on those guys here. Maybe I can beat them. Should be able to beat them. They get so many experience that we are almost 150 as well. So I will have to get the gem mine as soon as possible on level 10, and I will be able to get the most of resources, I think, within the next 2 days. So my fortress is upgrading anyway. In that time I will collect more resources. Yeah, and so I think I'm like on between level 150 and 60, and then I can start to take the underworld, and then I can pretty fast go for maybe level 200. Maybe I can do it pretty fast if I want. Yeah, so yeah, I could skill something. I could try to find more items, so those dungeons are easier, but I can actually just beat it. I will give it some more tries. I'm not sure how about my... Yeah, the weapon is actually a little bit, actually, yeah, but this epic is pretty old, I would say, so we can improve this. This is not the nearest. I can get better stuff, especially weapon. Yeah, the weapon can be much better. The weapon can be much better. So yeah, I will just go like this and don't pay so many mushrooms. So do those 2 levels pretty fast and focus on upgrading, getting resources for gem mine level 10, getting Heart of Underworld, and then I'm like between 150 as a slow mushroom user, and then I will go for at least Gladiator Trainer level 7, so 35% damage more to get more dungeons cleared easy. Yeah, and that's all. Anyways, I said, if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. If you like the video, feel free to thumbs up. I wish you a great weekend. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Hasta la vista, baby.